Good afternoon. I'm Michelle Barfus. For those of you who don't know me, I am a real estate broker, and I'm also have been a top producer for many years and am a real estate internet marketing trainer. And I'm here in South Mississippi. It's an absolutely gorgeous day today, kind of a rarity because it's going to be hot pretty soon. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you today about some secrets that I feel are vital for your real estate business. So I hope that you'll take a few minutes to watch this video, and let's go inside and look at the computer and go over some notes.
Well, here we are at the computer, and I wanted to tell you today my 7 secrets to dominating your real estate market. These are things that have really helped me to get forward through the years. I've done internet marketing since, 1999, and internet marketing has really changed over the years, and it's actually gotten easier. It's a lot easier for someone who doesn't have a design background, a web design background, or graphic design background to be able to utilize the internet and not have to pay as much as they used to. So I'm going to go through my 7 secrets, and I think the first secret is going to surprise you. The first secret is actually using video on your sites. Now, I know that that isn't something that a lot of the gurus teach. This is something that just in the last 5 years has really become very easy to do. Now, why is it that you should use video on your sites? Search engines absolutely loved video. Most of the time when you upload a video, you'll upload it to a video sharing site like YouTube, Vidler. There's a huge amount of different sites that you can upload your videos to, and then you can link them back into your sites. And because you're putting them on high authority ranking websites, the search engines will pull them up quicker than they will from your particular site. They actually rank them higher and faster. So of course YouTube is owned by Google, so it's going to show YouTube's results within its search engine. Whenever you search for any kind of keyword, it's going to show those videos within the first 10. Another wonderful feature of video is that it's easy to add to your blog, to your website, your social media sites. You can take what's called an embed code and embed it into your blog, and it's very, very easy to do. And you can share it on, say, Facebook, Twitter. You can show a link that shares it to there. And through that, your video can actually become viral. Now, videos also set you up and showcase you as an authority. Think about it. When you think of Dr. Phil, do you really think he's the best psychologist in the world? No, but he's the most visible, and you watched him and may think that he has something important to tell you because he is on television. You look at Oprah. She interviews people. That's really what she does, but she has a high ranking in society that she's some guru. These people have become an authority on their topics because they're out there on video. Now, think about it also, this builds rapport with your prospects. When someone comes to your website and they can actually see you in a video and kind of feel like they're getting to know you, then it helps build rapport. And this also drives traffic back to your site. Like I said, if you load these to your social media sites, if you put them out onto all the different video sharing sites, you have to put a link in there, which I always suggest you put a link when you're uploading your video to your main site, so that people, if they see your video on a different sharing site, they can actually click and go directly to your website, and that actually creates what's called a backlink to your site also. Now, I know videos you're probably thinking are really hard to make or that they're very costly. Well, right now I'm creating a video for you, and I'm using a feature called Prezi. There is also Movie Maker 2.6 if you have a Windows format on your computer. There is PowerPoint. You could do a PowerPoint presentation and then take Movie Maker, or take what's another program that I'm using right now. It's called Cam Studio, and it's actually a version of Camtasia, and it records what's going on your screen. So you can do a PowerPoint presentation, and as you click through it, you can be recording. Or as I'm doing right now, I'm doing a Prezi presentation, and I'm recording it through Cam Studio so that you can see it on my computer. This is extremely easy to do. Other ways that you can use video. You might describe the real estate buying process to your prospects. First-time home buyers, they're very concerned about what it is that they have to do when buying a house. So why not make them feel comfortable with the whole process by making a short video series about the whole buying process? Or maybe a little video about what to look for in a property, or describing the contract process. Why not do a screen video of the contract and explain every line and explain to them exactly what they're going to be looking at when they're ready to write up a contract, and that way they feel more comfortable when the time comes. You could also tell about a community. You could highlight a neighborhood, highlight the school systems within an area, maybe make a little short video about a certain school and attach it to your listings, not within your MLS because you can't put your name out there and attach that, but as far as when you're putting your marketing out on your websites, you could create a separate video just highlighting maybe the neighborhood, and then another created for the schools, and also one about the property in particular, maybe a visual tour or virtual tour that's highlighting the property amenities. You could show local events. Does your community have great events during the summertime? Where I live, this next week, they're going to be having a street fair. And I know a lot of small communities do that. So why not show a little bit about what the street fair is and where it's going to be held and what goes on during the street fair. Also, you could hold a decoration contest, maybe videotape the people who are decorating and put it out there on your site and bring people to your site. Say, oh, I videoed your home as part of my decoration contest. There's a lot of things that you can do in that respect. You could also just answer buyer and seller questions. Make up the top 10 questions that sellers usually ask you when you list a property, or the top 10 questions that buyers ask you, and make a little video with just a little snippet just answering each of those questions, and make it a series that's something that they can come back to on your site. Now here's an example of a video that I have, and this is a house hunting tips video that I created, and it's just a PowerPoint presentation. It has a little intro at the very beginning. If you'll look, you'll see the intro to my video, and this was actually created, it's a little loud, but that was actually created for me from a friend of ours who worked for DreamWorks, and he does an excellent job. So I actually had somebody create this little intro for us and then put that in the front of a PowerPoint presentation. Now, secret number 2 is having an opt-in form or a landing page. Now, your site may have some type of lead generation page, but I guarantee you it's overwhelming to your prospects. 99% of the lead capture forms that I see on realtor websites are asking for information that people are just not ready to give yet. Your basic information should be there. It should be very clear exactly what somebody needs to do when they come to this. This right here that I'm showing you is an example of a little opt-in box that you can put on your site, and this is just enlarged, and right here is just how to grow tomatoes. This is a report that tells people how to grow tomatoes, of course. So all you have to do is right here put your first name and right here put your email address. Well, that's not really intrusive, so most people will fill that out. But if you start asking them for first name, last name, address, are they ready to buy a house, or how many children they, all that information, they're not ready yet. They have just started looking, or they don't know you well enough to know whether you're going to utilize that information in different ways. They want the report. They want something quick and easy, and they only want to give you a very limited amount of information. So on a landing page or an opt-in box or an opt-in page, it should be very focused. There should be one goal, and the goal should be to get their email address. So your goal is to collect the prospect's email address so that you can put them into an autoresponder series. and then keep in touch with them to cultivate a relationship. The wonderful thing about these pages are that they actually gain targeted leads, because you know if somebody gives you their email address, they're interested in what you're offering. And when you offer a free report, it helps establish trust and credibility. You're giving them something for free. All you're asking in return is their email address. And that actually helps them get their guard down a little bit. And giving them a free report, giving them something of interest and information, actually establishes you as the expert. Now, secret number 3 is blogging. Now, I know that you've heard of blogging. You hear blogging all the time, and maybe you are a blogger, and maybe you have not jumped into that yet. So let's look and see, what is a blog. A blog is a web log. Blog is short for weblog, obviously. And what I call these are websites on steroids. The reason I say that is because a blog has so many more features available and can really jumpstart your business because of the different tools that are available. They're easy to set up. You put content in there, and you should be putting posts in there on a regular basis that just builds more content, and that's what the search engines are looking for these days. Google just did a change in their algorithm about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's called the farmers algorithm, and what they're looking for is sites that have fresh information, sites that don't have repeated information. MLS information is going to be repeated on every broker site that is a member of that board. So Google looks at a realtor website and says, they have the same exact thing as all these other people, so really it's irrelevant because it's not specific